Hey everyone, I'm here with a 2019 Jeep Cherokee Limited four-wheel drive, and today I just want to go over how this car is new to my family, as my dad just picked up one of these to replace his Infiniti Q50 sedan. Needed something more practical but also relatively powerful, comfortable, good ride, really quiet, so kind of a Jekyll and Hyde kind of vehicle where that can do it all. And still be stylish at the same point, but he also wanted to stay a little under the radar, not get anything too fancy like a Audi Q5 or Infiniti QX60 to haul the boat, and he just wanted to kind of have something nice from a mainstream brand, and this is where we're at. This is a Jeep Cherokee four-wheel drive 2019, so I'm just gonna kind of go over it today. This has the V6 engine. It has the Safety Tech Plus package, I believe, with the rear cross traffic warning, rear automatic braking, front automatic braking with adaptive cruise control, LED headlights, fog lights, daytime running lights, LED tail lights. Like I said, the V6 3.2 liter Pentastar V6 engine, all leather interior, 18-inch wheels. So it's pretty loaded to the gills for a Jeep Cherokee. Good back seat room. Like I said, all leather interior with aftermarket floor liners that the previous owner had. This is a Texas car, so no rust. Lived in the South pretty much its whole life. What's kind of cool is that these seats actually can move forward and backward using a lever that's under here. So you can kind of extend the cargo space a little bit or move it back to, increase passenger legroom, which is pretty cool. This one is, even though it's a limited loaded model with all the packages, including the panoramic sunroof, it actually does not have the heated rear seats. I think 2020 or 2021 limiteds began getting the heated rear seats once the Overland trim was discontinued. So I think it's 2021 that the heated rear seats came with the limiteds with the upper packages. It's also kind of cool that most people don't know is that the Cherokee actually has a pelvis airbag that covers this section here, in addition to the curtain airbags. So it's one of those few SUVs that actually has a rear side airbag mounted in the seat to protect your thorax and your pelvis area against side collisions. So that's kind of cool. There's a new side crash test that's being developed by the Institute for Highway Safety that's going to require airbags similar to this, maybe more coverage for the torso. This is more for the lower pelvis region, kind of covers up to about here, I'd say. But this car nonetheless is kind of unique in that it has that system already. Pretty solid doors. It's not like my Audi where it's super solid, but it has a kick to open tailgate, and I'll see if I can get it to work here. All right, it's not working, but we'll open it up nonetheless. And it's a power tailgate with lots of room, carpeted in the back with a subwoofer. This has the up-level 9-speaker Alpine sound system, surround sound. It's kind of like a faux surround sound that kind of simulates a true surround sound. So subwoofer here and 9 speakers in the car to give you pretty good bass and feeling of clarity for the audio system. Has under storage here. So my dad has his winter kit and jumper cables, but it also has tool kit and the full-size spare tire, which is really nice because with four-wheel drive vehicles you don't want to put on a too small of a spare because it'll mess up your four-wheel drive system. Good pockets for storage down here. It was a little bit bigger storage area, especially on this side for the 2019 model year and newer, so it increased the cargo space to make it more competitive. And since it's a limited with the premium package that includes that sunroof and cooled front seats, they already are heated front seats, but they includes the ventilation. It comes with this nice cargo cover, which is pretty nice. It has kind of a substantial thick feel to it, so it's kind of nice to cover your luggage and stuff. And then the seats all fold flat. I think even the passenger seat can fold flat. It can at least power down pretty far to give you a pretty good ramp if you had to put in 2x4s or something. So it's pretty nice. You got your child at latch anchors back there, and then even a DC power port, 12-volt power port back here. So you got plenty of space. And then what's unique to kind of the Cherokee and a lot of FCA vehicles is that the tailgate button's actually here on the cargo area instead of up here. on the tailgate. So if you're a shorter person, it's kind of nice to have it down here. But it also means that you better not be standing underneath the tailgate when you close it, because you don't want to get hit. It would back up, you know, in case you were to get hit. It has a sensor that won't crush you or anything. But rear parking sensors, front parking sensors, capless fuel fill for the gas tank, which is nice. This does not lock, surprisingly. I wish that the Jeep had actually made this a locking fuel cap door, but I do appreciate that it's a capless fuel system, because it makes it really easy to really fuel up your car really fast. This one has, I think, mud flaps in the back, no mud flaps in the front. These have tires that are actually off of my wife's Subaru Outback, and more news is going to be coming on that Subaru Outback and why we switched out the tires, because that car, as a hint, is no longer going to be with us pretty soon. So we switched out the tires that were on this vehicle when we bought it for the tires that are on the Subaru. So these are Firestone weather grip tires. They're all weather tires, so they're going to do pretty well in the snow, and they ride pretty good, and actually firmed up the steering feel a little bit on this too, so it feels a little more sporty to drive. Has heated mirrors, which is really nice. Heated mirrors, heated windshield for your windshield wipers. There's like little elements down there, if you can see, and when you have the front defrost or rear defrost on, it will heat the bottom of the windshield to keep your windshield wipers from getting icy. So that's pretty nice. Like I said, this is all black leather interior. And we'll step inside because it's a little windy today, so get a passenger side perspective. It has the 8.4 inch Uconnect 4C navigation infotainment system, and 9-speed automatic transmission. I know that some folks on the forums and online have an issue with the 9-speed, but for 2019, when it dropped about 150 pounds of weight, in addition to getting new transmission programming, and then for the 2021 model year, and this vehicle actually just got a transmission control module and powertrain control module update. Both were updated simultaneously, since you have to update them together to kind of work together for emissions, fuel economy, and shifting, and the transmission has all that, you know, to do with it. It definitely made the transmission even smoother with the software updates. So if you get a 2021 or you have a 2019 or newer with the, I think it's November 2020 release of the PCM and TCM software update, this thing shifts way better, way smoother, feels responsive, doesn't lag when you kick down from like 45 miles an hour. And this vehicle I've been getting just around town, kind of driving it around to see if I feel any problems that it has to be brought in or anything like that. It gets about 32 miles per gallon on the highway, doing about 75 miles per hour when it's warm outside, maybe closer to 30 now that we're in the 40 and 50 degree temperatures and we're almost to November now. But it's pretty good gas mileage for a car that can do 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds, maybe just a tick under if you get perfect conditions. So it gets pretty good gas mileage on the highway, has pretty good power, and this thing weighs about 4,100 pounds, which is pretty heavy, but like I said, it's 150 pounds less than a comparably equipped 2014 to 2018 Cherokee before the 2019 refresh. So overall, it's pretty good. One thing I did notice is that the door openings are actually just a little small, which is interesting. I don't know why I noticed that, but I think most cars don't have like quite as wide of a pillar, because this is like a pretty beefy pillar. It's good for side impact, but most cars probably are like an inch longer for the door, but it's not really a big deal. It's just something I noticed. Heated side mirrors, like I said, they tilt down in reverse. They have LED side marker mirrors, so every single light in this car that's not a dome light is pretty much LED. So pretty much all the exterior lighting's LED. Some of the interior lighting's LED, like the overhead ambient lights in the door panels and the footwells are LED. But the dome lights and the cargo area lights are just incandescent or normal bulbs. So, but it's pretty competitive nonetheless. So, and a lot of really good storage space down here too, which is great. 12-volt DC power outlet, coin holder, and a USB power port, in addition to a USB power port here and another one in the back. So you have like 3 USBs back here to charge all your devices, which is great. You even have like a little extra storage up here, which is nice to have. So overall, it seems like a pretty nice car. I know my dad's gonna be pretty happy with this going forward. So I think it's gonna be a great car for the family, and it looks pretty nice. This is like a velvet red metallic pearl, I think it's called, velvet red pearl. Pretty nice color, and I think so far really happy with it, and there's gonna be a lot more videos to come on this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more news on the cars in the family fleet coming up, and more news on that Subaru Outback that will no longer be with my wife pretty soon. So you guys will see more content on that coming soon. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the section below, and I'll talk to you soon.